What's going on, my shining viewers? This is the Prince Sunheart. Yes, you heard me right. I said the Prince Sunheart. I'm no longer the Prince Fireheart because I had to change my name because I was just feeling bad for Princess Fireheart, so I changed my name. So now I am the Prince Sunheart. We settled a little debacle over the whole name thing. We decided I change it. He's had it first, so that's fair. So, yeah, Prince Sunheart, and we are we're going to be reading Guardian of the Equestria, Rise of the Blue Sun, Chapter 7. Let's do it. Chapter 7. Listening to One's Heart. It was like any other day in Ponyville. Every pony was enjoying their day, playing games, walking around, shopping, and talking to one another. But all of a sudden, bam! Boom! Every pony run for your life! What is that thing? Look, over there! Another one! 2 insect-like creatures started attacking the town. One of them was a large scorpion that stood on 2 legs, had 4 claws, 2 stingers, and 2 red eyes. The other creature was a beetle that was a lot bulkier than the other. It had a large horn on its head, and it had green eyes. They both crushed everything that was in their way, and every pony ran for their lives. Over at Sweet Apple Acres, Hawk and Applejack were in the middle of bucking down apple trees from the trees when suddenly their friend Rainbow Dash came straight towards them. Dash was speeding as fast as she could when she was about to get them. She couldn't slow down and crashed right into them. After a minute of everyone getting up and recovering from the crash, Applejack said, "What in tarnation had gotten into you, Dash?" There's no time to explain. The town's under attack," Rainbow Dash quickly replied. Applejack and Hawk were shocked to hear this. "What? By what?" Applejack said. "They're being attacked by 2 monsters. They look like giant bugs," Rainbow Dash answered. "Did anyone get hurt?" Hawk asked. "No, but we'd better hurry before some pony does," Rainbow Dash replied. Sorry, the Rainbow Dash voice kind of does it on my throat. The group started running towards Ponyville. As they were running, they looked at the town where the creatures were. The creatures were causing major damage to the homes of the ponies and started throwing objects at them, like carts, rocks, anything they could grab. As the creatures were causing damage, they looked over to where the gang was. Are they looking at us?" Rainbow Dash asked. "No, not us. Me," Hawk commented. "What makes you say that?" Applejack asked. The creatures were in fact looking at Hawk and started glowing both red and green with rage. Hawk then said, "Oh, just got that feeling." Again, where it says looking at Hawk, it says Marcus. Dude, if someone sends this dude this fanfic, just let him know. He's got to change those names. Okay? I mean, I get this is possibly his OC in this, but... and it is his OC, but if this is who he wishes he would be in this story, change your name, bro. All the Marcuses in here have got to go. Seriously. So where were we now? Oh, here we go. The creatures stopped their attack on the town, started charging towards Hawk and the gang. Again, it says Marcus. Change it. All Hawk could say was, "Run away!" The group ran as fast as they could with the creatures right behind them. Hawk charged up a small energy ball, turned around, and blasted at the beetle. The ball hit its legs and it fell down. The scorpion got close enough and used its stingers on Hawk. Hawk quickly used a fireball on one stinger. While it used its force field to stop the other, the scorpion's right stinger was burnt up. But it was still able to fight, and tried to use its claws to grab him. As the creature was about to grab Hawk, Rainbow Dash swooped in and grabbed Hawk at the last second. Hawk then said, "Wow, thanks, Dash." "It was no problem," Hawk replied. "Hey, throw me up high," he said. "You got it," she replied. Dash threw Hawk high in the air, and he started falling down towards the scorpion. As Hawk was falling, he used his magic to make a spear made from energy. A trick he learned from Twilight. He landed right on top of the creatures and shoved the spear into its head. Hawk jumped from it safely, landing on the ground, and the scorpion fell down to the ground, dead. The beetle got back up and saw that it was what had happened to its comrade. It quickly ran and went into the Everfree Forest. Dash and Hawk celebrated their defeat over the monster, or their victory over the monster. They're celebrating that they lost, is what you're saying there. But Applejack said, "I wouldn't celebrate yet. That other monster went into the forest, and it needs to be stopped before any other pony gets hurt." Dash then replied, "She's right. Let's go beat that thing up into a pulp." "Right. So what's the plan?" Hawk asked. I'll head over to the town and see if any pony needs help. You two go in the forest and see if you can catch that thing," Applejack said. "Got it," Hawk replied. "You got it," Applejack replied as well. Dash and Hawk started making their way and entered the forest. Break in time, because there's dotted lines. The two entered the Everfree Forest half an hour ago, and haven't found the creature yet. It had been a while since they both talked, and Hawk decided to ask, "So, Rainbow, what do you do exactly?" Rainbow Dash said, "Well, I mostly work up in the air clearing or setting up clouds. I'm also training up to be a Wonderbolt." "Cool. What are the Wonderbolts? What's a Wonderbolt?" He asked. Dash stopped in shock, looking at Hawk, and as she said, "You've been here for 3 weeks, and you know nothing of the Wonderbolts?" "Nope," he said. "They're Equestria's best flyers in the world. They compete in many sporting events, and they are the best acrobats. Some even have the honor of serving under Princess Celestia," she said. "So basically, they're like the Air Force in my world?" he asked. "Yeah, pretty much. I've always wanted to be in it, ever since I was a little filly," she said. "Why?" he asked. "Well, duh, because I am the best flyer in all of Equestria," she said with confidence. Hawk rolled his eyes around and wondered that he should have if he should have come alone. "So I was wondering about something," Dash said. "About what?" Hawk asked. "What do you think of Twilight?" she asked. Hawk then said, "Well, she is nice, smart, very reliable, and..." Dash interrupted him and said, "Beautiful?" Hawk blushed and continued, "Yes, I think she's quite beautiful." "What makes you say that?" "Oh, come on. You know where I'm getting at. You love her, don't you?" she commented. Hawk's face turned red and his heart was pounding non-stop. He quickly said, "I don't know what you're talking about. She and I barely know each other, and she's been like an older sister to me." "Oh, really? Well, that's too bad. She told me that you were one handsome guy, and she couldn't bear to stay away from you," she said. "Wait, what? Really?" Hawk quickly asked in excitement. Rainbow Dash said, It's just what..." "No, but..." Oh, hang on. Okay, that, I don't think that should be there. "No, but you should have seen that expression on your face," Dash said while she was laughing. Hawk was shocked and said, "What? No fair, you tricked me." "Well, you should have seen that coming, lover boy," she said while she was still laughing. While Dash was still laughing, from out of nowhere, the beetle charged right at them. Dash flew up and Hawk jumped out of the beetle's way. Hawk landed on the ground, but slipped on some slime and fell into some mud. That sounds messy. He had a hard time getting back up, and the beetle was charging at him. Hawk kept on slipping and was unable to... where was I again? Hawk kept on slipping and was unable to move out of the way. Before the beetle was near him, Dash quickly grabbed some vines, tied it around a tree, and as the beetle was near, she pulled the vine in the beetle's way and it started falling. As it was falling, Hawk quickly used his magic to charge up a large energy ball and pressed it against the beetle's stomach. The blast sent the creature flying away in pieces. Hawk fell back down on the ground in mud and relaxed for a moment. Dash went and sat next to him and said, "I think Rarity's going to be mad that you didn't keep that outfit clean." Hawk then replied, Well, she shouldn't give me a fancy suit like this if it wasn't made for a hero who fights monsters as a living." Dash was laughing and said, "Yeah, that's true." They both just laid there for a bit and was breathing hard after the battle. Then Hawk said, "Hey, Dash." "Yeah?" she replied. "Do you think I ever have a chance with Twilight?" he asked. So you're finally admitting on being in love with Twilight?" she asked. "Okay, I'll admit it. I have feelings for her, and that I believe there are in fact good feelings. I'm just not sure if I should follow them or not," he said. "Well, I'm not sure about love and all, but what's stopping you from telling you or asking her out?" she asked. "Well, not too long ago, I used to like this girl. She was sweet and nice. At one point, I thought that we would be together, but I guess when we started growing up, she started seeing me more of a friend than something more. She broke up with me, and that was it. For a while, it broke my heart, but I was able to get my life together, and move on," he said. Dash looked at Hawk with a sad face. She felt sorry that Hawk's heart was broken. It sounded like to her that the girl didn't even try to stay with him. Before she could say anything, Hawk continued, "I know Twilight isn't like that. She's the type to know what feelings she has and knows what to do with them. I guess I'm just scared of what she might say, or I just don't know how to tell her what I feel." Dash just didn't know what to say, and just sat next to Hawk while they were still in the mud. After recovering, they got back up. They went back to Ponyville and saw the damage the creatures had done. Luckily, no pony was hurt, and the damage would quickly be repaired. The townspeople once again thanked their hero for stopping the monsters. The day was at its end, and all of Ponyville was once again safe and sound. Hawk headed back to his home after dropping off his clothes at Rarity's place to get them repaired. As Hawk was walking, he heard Dash calling out to him, and she said, "Hey, Hawk!" "Yeah," he replied. "Just wanted to say thanks for helping our town out again," she said. "It's no problem. And thanks for helping me with the beetle," he replied. "No problem, lover boy," she said. Hawk smiled and started walking away until Dash said, "I bet she'll say yes." Hawk then turned around to her and said, "Thanks. I had a feeling she would say that. Just need to figure out how or when I'll tell her." Dash smiled and gave him a big old hug. And he hugged her back. They then went their separate ways, and Hawk headed home. As he was walking, he thought to himself and said, "Lord, please tell me what to do next." End of Chapter 7. Author's note. I decided to make a cover for each chapter from here on. I may go back and put covers on the previous chapters, but I might not do it. Mostly because, to be truthful, I'm kinda lazy. I know the creatures don't look so well drawn, but I'm new to drawing pictures on an iPad, So you're gonna have to bear with me on this. Hopefully you all enjoy the story. Well, that does it with chapter 7. Going through this, I really haven't found a cover art for this chapter, so I'm guessing he took them down, because this is what you're seeing is actually his main cover art for the entire story. So yeah, that's it. I'm the Prince Sunheart. You're my bright and shining viewers. I will see you in chapter 8. Later.